hello everyone! Hi Ghostly, hi V! Thank you for the follow! How's everyone doing today? How's the week treating ya? Having fun, I bet? Ow! What was that for? I just came in here. Doing well, happy to hear that. So, not a lot to tell since the last stream. Like, seriously, I've been just working hard on Twinkle. But hey, anytime is a good time to show a reminder of. Just let me get this because I don't think I have it in here. There we go. Oh my god, this is huge. Alright, there we go. This is going on this week. And as you probably know already, because Ghostly here is participating, you already know it. But this is going on until the end of this Sunday. If anyone wants to join, they are still on time, there's still time to work on something. Just have it in mind that it's a very casual one. But then something interesting on the other side. Oh, that's so cool. You've been working hard. So I had to thank you, really, for putting all of that effort. You know, when I first heard the idea of hosting a game jam, I almost canceled on it, like maybe no one will want to participate, so. But turns out a bunch of you are really putting your all in it, and I'm loving it. So, in any case, with that said, let's just go to the art thing. And also, hi buddy! Happy to see ya! How's it going? Let me put everything in place so I can have a good sight of everything. And there we go. This is what we'll be working on today. If you remember last time we worked in this scene, we were working on this, on the barracks, on the sleeping bedroom. How did I call this one? Yeah, crew quarters, okay. And I got some feedback and I gotta move everything around, so let's just do that. Let's see, if I do this and then this.
Hey boss. Incoming message from Little Norwegians. It reads, I'll be game jamming on the side so on and off. But I am doing okay. Just eat it. I hope you are well. Hug emoji, pet emoji, and shrimp emoji.
Oh, thank you, buddy. Just take it easy if you can. Taking rest is not shameful. And I'm shrimping. Alright, there we go. It seems today is going to be like a very low stakes stream. Like we'll just chat a bit, work a bit on this, move everything around. Let me get the reference that I had for the new distribution. There we go. Alright, so what I will do is move the beds around and then we'll add some more stuff in it, like we'll have a wall for it. Hi Prince Banana! Hi there! Welcome! So I will remove this array modifier and I will move the bed around. There we go. And now I will actually add again the array multiplier. This should be maybe -10. And we want 3 beds, but this is like too much. There we go. This is the right amount. No, here we don't need all of this. I'll just keep one of them and we'll see where to add it later on. And this for now I will just move out of the way. And we'll add the other side of the bed header. There we go. So we got like 3 beds in here, and we want to also stack them once. So I will add another array modifier, but this time I will use the Z-axis. And this seems like a good height for this. Maybe that's too much. Yeah, 3 seems okay. Alright. So now we gotta work on the underside too. Because it's now visible. Oh, thank you for the follow! Brian mentioned. Welcome in here! I hope you have fun on today's stream. Alright, so if we do this, we can now like select all of this and just here in the unwrapping thing, I think I'll just like use a single pixel for all of them. And here, this is disabled. Oh yeah, it's because of this. Okay, there we go. Alright, so now we got like these beds. And they're kinda like bunkers. So let's also, let me check the reference because we got more beds to add. Alright, so basically I have to do the same thing, but let me do it like this. How was this? I don't remember what was the shortcut for this. Okay, whatever, I'll just duplicate this. And this time we only need... We actually have to move this a little bit over here. Maybe even a little bit over here too. So it doesn't interfere with this part. We'll call this crew bed 2. And now we will do the same yet again. But this time we only have the vertical one. Alright, so this is like the full room of beds. I will also I'm thinking I will remove this part of the ceiling because it helps make an interesting site, but also it is kinda distracting for the pets. So I will just remove it. So what's this exactly? I see. Alright, I understand. And I have to get this one. There we go. And there we go. So we get the full ceiling again. Alright, now let's again select this thing. There we go. Because now we have to add walls for this. But I think maybe I will first move the furniture. Let me grab the reference again and we should add this over here. Alright. And we are getting kind of a good view in here, but it's still not perfect. We need to make this fit. I'm thinking, how do we do that? So maybe we will just grab this, rotate it, same with this, and we can keep getting the furniture in here. Alright, and now we need something in the middle. Maybe we can even get rid of one of these and just place this in here. I think this looks cool. Now we just need to make sure that the parts in the middle don't look weird, because we are missing a lot of geometry. So I will pick these two vertices, duplicate them, make a face, and maybe I will just move it over here. Yeah, this will be like a table in the middle. And this will be the underside of this. There we go. And this will be enough if we texture it properly. There we go. And for this I think I will just unwrap, angle base it. Oh, why is it not working? Oh, I see. I need to get rid of this. Now we can just unwrap. We still have one face to remove. Okay, there we go. Alright, so now we can just make this fit. And let's see what we can use as a texture for the table, because we got a lot and maybe we can make something new, but I think we should just use whatever we have. For now, at least. It could be cool to use this. Maybe. Ah. Hi Dave again. Oh, I forgot! And this is important. There we go. My t-shirt. Nobody tell you that we don't have Halloween theme stuff in here. I think probably this is enough. Yeah. So we got the sides. And for the top, I'm thinking. Hi Mapo! Happy to see ya! Yeah, this looks better. So with this we got the furniture, we got the beds. This one I don't know where to add, maybe over here. Like they got it hanging around. It does kind of a little bit of sea fighting with this though, which I don't like. Honestly, hey, you are here like almost every single time, Dave. Nobody can hold you accountable for like missing one because life got in the middle. So don't you worry about that. Oh Mapos, you really should try this one time, it's super fun. Like everything just fits so well, it's so cool. It's so satisfying. Right, I think I will add one over this bed. So it's kinda interesting to see, and we'll see about adding more. But first, the most important thing is adding some pieces in here. Let me see, I will hide everything else. Or maybe just like get these three. We add them over here. And now we separate them. And this we parent. Otari mode. They've given his all. Alright, so we got this, and let me check again my reference real quick. Alright, it's not too complicated. Like, get this down. We duplicate this over here, and in fact I'm thinking we cut it in half and we do this. This one we duplicate over here. Such a banger. Alright, so it's like this kind of the shape that we need to use. Like we will use this for every single bed. Oh, this is missing a few tiles too. Nothing we cannot fix. Alright, so now let's find some interesting textures for this. Because we got like a lot of stuff in here that we are not using. And if we do something like this, yeah, maybe we will make new tiles for this, to be honest. We can use these grays or maybe this one to make something cool. Yeah, let's go and do that. So we will use this part, I think. And we know that this is like half. Half of it is what we'll be using, so I just do this. And to be honest, I will add it over here, so we got some verticality to it. Alright, so we got like an indentation in here. Maybe even a deep indentation. Hey, it's the papaya song again! Or maybe we have like this indentation here. And the interior is of a different color. Yeah, something like this. This is cool. This is nice. Alright, so we got this, and I will add like a looping version for the middle. Alright, nothing too complicated, just like a whole loop. Maybe we will try something in to make it a little bit more interesting. Something like this. Yeah, something like this. I think this looks nice. And now for the top we do something interesting. Like maybe it comes at this angle. Maybe something like this, yeah. Yeah, I think this looks nice, and we can even make it fit with the ceiling a little bit by adding some shading in here. And maybe this could be like a night light. Or something. So they got like a tiny little one.
I've got a good joke for you. What did the ocean say to the beach? Nothing. It just waved.
Oh my god, Jam. It just waved. Hope you are proud, Dave. You brought this to our house. Yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, I will pick these colors because this is what I'm using for light. Alright. And just to make things a little bit more interesting, I will add yet another indentation in here. Just a very small one. Something like this. Maybe even like another one. No way! You all have like a big brain for jokes. Not even exaggerating. Alright, so maybe we got like a nice pattern in here. And I will use this for the continuation. There we go. So we just make sure that it tiles with the other one. What kind of car does Eggman drive? A Volkswagen. You big brain, Dave. You're still away. We add these patterns, making sure that it fits with this one. I think I will add like something like this. There we go. Alright, so let's see. How can we use this in our model? So these are already good enough. Interesting, we didn't think this through. Ow! What kind of rude awakening is that? Right. All of them I will move over here. And all of these I will rotate around. And these two can come over here. Alright. Now we need to fix one problem, which I will solve doing this. There we go. Alright, and with this we got like the whole pattern down. I think it looks nice enough. So now it's time to extrude it until it touches the bed. Well, first we gotta merge by distance to get rid of inner edges. Calculate outside. We get rid of the faces we don't need. We need to unwrap the inside too. This will be kinda easy though. I think we go back in here and we make our inside. And maybe it should be 4. Yeah. Something like this. Because now we can simply pick vertices and move them until we got the whole face like so. Alright. And this part we can probably just leave as a single color. And I think this works very well. Alright, so I will duplicate this as many times as we need. Alright, not too bad. We need a few things in here, like this side and this side. Gotta decide what to do with the center bed though, too. So I'm thinking I pick this, duplicate this, so it kinda makes the whole loop. Alright, and if I do this, I can now maybe put this one in here. And this one can simply be the whole loop. I think yeah, this kind of works. Only need to find a way to make this loop correctly. And I think what I will do is simply this. Is this like the opposite direction? Yeah, it is supposed to be the other way around. Interesting problem we got in here. Oh, hey Bert! Happy to see ya. We are just solving a puzzle. Yeah, and I think like the only good way to do this is like duplicating the whole thing. Yeah, something like this. Doesn't really work well with this part. We can just do this, I think. Yeah, this works. Happy time zone. Happy time zone to you too. We move this over here. Thank you, Suna. Hi. Happy to see you. How you doing? Alright, now I think we can do something clever here. Or we can try at least. Because maybe... Yeah, we don't need this, we don't need this one either. So this fits with this one. There we go. This fits perfectly. And it encloses the beds and all of it. So what we'll do is pick out of this, move it over here, and mirror it. And with this we get the inside. Hey, please don't fight in the chat. We are all nerds in here. Being nerds is our true calling. Nothing we can do about it. I'm thinking about moving all of this a little bit to the side so it doesn't cut this light. There we go. But maybe that's a good point to add this thing. There we go. A snug fit. I'll also yet again duplicate this, mirror it, and flip the normals. And there we go. We got a whole enclosure for the beds. I think this looks nice. Alright, next thing we need is to add some ladders. Adding good fan. Yeah, exactly. You won't deny, it's true, that we are all nerds in here, right? Alright, so what I'll do is get another tile from the wall, separate the selection, and I will maybe let me see. Join this. I think this is a good space to and these will be ladders. We got a texture for ladders already, if I can find it somewhere in this atlas. This one. So I will just add it in here. You know what, Dave? That makes absolute sense. And I think this could be even more interesting if I start dividing here. And add a little bit of an angle and change these two to be just the sidebars. And we just move this a little bit over here. Alright. So we duplicate these, flip the normals, and we got ladders for all of the beds. There we go. And we only need ladder for this one. I think I will use the first one we made, just so it doesn't mix with the other ladders too much. And we got a lot of those. So what do you think? Is it interesting? Always gets me off word. I need to raise the volume for that one though. So I'm thinking I will duplicate this bag to add a few in here. So like everyone's just leaving them around. There we go. And with this we got the crew quarters. This, however, we need to parent in here, and I'll rename it crew quarters bed frames. There we go. And I'm not gonna lie, this was incredibly fast compared with what I had in mind. I thought it was going to take a lot longer, so I don't really know what to do next. It's been only an hour. And it is on such an interesting environment so far. Like, I need to add a whole lot more things in here, but I need to get reference for that. Oh, we got a mini game, which makes me think we should work on a mini game next. Let's see. For now, we got Maya operating the wheel, and we got a mine race test.exe. And we got Aggie, we got Jam, we got Little Norwegians, and we got Maya herself. And everyone seems to be stuck in the starting area. But Aggie and Jan got out. Aggie gets back inside. It could be Jam. It is Jam, after all. Congrats to our favorite snake. Oh, I love this track. This game world sure has like a vibe when it comes to music and ambience. Sound in general. I wish there was like a way to walk in the scene. I think there was one, actually. Walk navigation. It is incredibly slow unless I hit shift. But hey, would you look at that? We are inside the scene. I kinda fuck off trying to move the scene around. Let's see, where were we? We can just start our trip in here, I think. And it was in view, navigation, walk navigation. There we go. This door is incredibly bad. Need to do something about it. And we got this, which is incredibly tight too. And we got this too. And we got this, the weapons room. I think we had another door in here. This door is not leading anywhere, I think, yet. Oh no, of course, there was no door. Just one, after all. The other one was... No, it is here. I need to fix it at some point. This was supposed to lead somewhere, but it is currently not. We got the recreation area with the basketball cart. the kitchen. Hi Kissy, happy to see ya. How's it going? We were just like seeing how this scene has gone so far. And apart from a few empty areas and a few navigation inconsistencies, it's coming along pretty well together. There should be something in here. And if not, I should just remove that door. Hey, not bad. So we can be proud of this. Now, it is incredibly early, like I really don't have much else to do in this scene for today. So let me think, what can we do with the rest of the stream, because we can probably just work for like an extra hour. Let me take notes of these so I don't get lost. Okay, whatever. This doesn't work. Windows is so bad with stuff that's in the background. So, do you know what? I will just save and let me open something to work on. Let me open something in here. Sorry about this, like I am just making stuff up as we go because I really thought this was going to take way longer. So we will be working on a minigame now, and there's like no pressure to finish it today. We will finish it over the course of several streams. Let me change the category to there we go. And you cannot see anything yet because Unity is loading. But yeah, I was thinking about making a Halloween themed minigame that we can get along the other two, in which they are kinda exploring a haunted house or something. I was planning on doing this on the weekend, on that extra stream I was thinking about doing, but since that didn't come to me, we'll just start now and maybe finish over a few streams. If that sounds okay with all of you. Alright, there we go. Here's Unity. And here's the loading screen for the minigames. We are not going to use it. So we will duplicate the min race test, seeing haunted house. There we go. And we will use this as a debug scene, actually. Just we'll move the characters to different points because they are supposed to spawn in different places. And I will add yet another character, and this one will be a generic robot, I think. I will change this for a zombie or something later on, but for now it will be a robot. And this one, we will change its slits, and instead of having like all of these, it will have the base, and only the base. So this one should just be to robot when we start. Alright. And here in the canvas we will remove this control, we don't want it to do anything. Haunted house canvas, and let's just see what it does, like without any code. Alright, so this works, which is great, except for the robot, which is not appearing at all, because maybe this should be empty. There we go. And also answering your question, QC, about a VR chat work hangout, like I got this scene, but it is not done. I am having trouble finding time for it, but I would love to make a VR chat world with it sometime. Now, I think I will also rotate the camera if I can. Let me see, how do I do this? Yeah, this should be negative. There we go. So we see things from the other angle. And now we want to make a script that will make all of these characters move to specific points. I will disable this, we don't need it. And let me see, one thing I will do is come in here to window and where was this? General. May it be under a package, maybe I need to add it. Navigation. There we go, navigation. I hate that the word AI now is synonymous with GNA, which I hate. This has nothing to do with this, by the way. Alright, got the package. You're not seeing anything, but you'll see new options in just a second. Our goal for today will be like making everyone wonder this place. Alright, so now window. See, we don't have, there we go, navigation. Alright, and I like to add this over here. So this will just work like that, no problem. And here in areas we have different areas for it. Now, how do I do this? Oh, this is different from how I am used to do this. This is not what I want. I want to mark this as an area. How do I do this? I cannot seem to understand this. Cannot even bake things. Interesting. Like I am used to use navigation in an older version of Unity. having used it in new ones, so this is a bit confusing. Let me just search real quick how to do this. Yeah, this is old. This is not what it's appearing in my Unity. Let me see. Yeah, no, this is absolutely different. Okay, whatever. We'll ignore that. We won't be using navigation. We'll do our own thing. We are just crazy like that. So let's create an empty object, and this will be our map. And we'll create a navigation system with paths, and we'll use this in any minigame that needs navigation. We are crazy like that. So I create a new script, and it's called navigation map. And in this we'll just add like a bunch of nodes. Alright. And you know what? We will also add yet another script. Let me sum this up. Navigation node. Alright. So we got two scripts, navigation node and navigation map. A navigation node will just have reference to several other nodes. Yeah, exactly, full on seeker mode. We'll just like do our own thing. There we go, targets. And for now we don't need anything more in here. But here in navigation map we will also have a bunch of nodes. Or maybe we will just get them from the children, that will be easier. There we go, nodes, and at start we just get them from the children. Get components in children, navigation node, and we just assign it. And we want to be able to preview everything. So let's have a method for that. And draw gizmos. Maybe we will even use the selected one. And draw gizmo selected. For each navigation node, node in nodes. And we'll draw a line from one to another. Hi Jacob, happy to see ya. How you doing? We draw a line for node.transform.position to target.transform.position. And we'll make this like blue or something. Doing some game tapping here too. What were you working on? Anything you can disclose, just to make things interesting and hype? Alright, so now that we got this in here, we should be able working on my package. I hope that it's slowly getting better, Dave. Just sending you all of my positive energy. So here we will add a navigation map script, and here inside let's add an empty. Just call it node, navigation node, and this one will be like a blue bar. Why cannot we see it? We have the gizmos. Is it because, yeah, it's in 3D? So get rid of this so we can see everything. And let's just add like a bunch of them to make sure that this works. Like we got this and this.
Yo molegato, drink some water.
Some water shall I drink? Thank you, Wildest Cannon. Adding a delayed ability system. Oh, that's interesting. That really is interesting. Okay, what I will do is also on the nodes, change it to be this so we can see their names. And here's the cool thing, if we now add the ones that are connected to it, which in this case is 1 and 2, here we should be able to see a line. It's not really showing though, not really sure why. Oh, because the line is, the component is not initialized. Okay, easy to fix. If nodes is null, we just do this. Or maybe just like, instead of going through the nodes, we just go through this. Because this is in the editor time. Alright, so now we get to see the lines between them. Only when this is selected though. I will change this to undraw gizmos so we can see this all the time. Alright. Actually, let me, you know what, I will leave it to selected and just do the same thing with the node. So we can see each node individually. So we do this, and now if we select this node, we see these two. If we get the map, we see the map, the whole map. So we go node by node selecting things. And this one gets the first node, and also this one, and also the third one, and also the number 5, I think. Yeah, I think this works. Now this one goes to the first node, but also to the third one. And as you can see, we are making like a grid in here. This one shouldn't be there. There we go. It's for fantasy soccer tactics. Oh, that's interesting. You know, because I've never been a fan of sports games, but that's been mostly because they are treated like either simulation games or just a fantasy environment for those who are in the know of the current situation of that sport. But you know, having one that is separated from all of that and just the whole thing in itself, let alone one that has like abilities and stuff. Oh, that's super cool. Alright, so 5 also should be able to go to 7. And 6 goes to 4. And to 7 too. And 7 goes to 6 and to 5. There we go, and we got this net for movement. So this is like the setup, and now we should be able to add some sort of component to control the characters to move through this. So let's create navigation character. Let me see. There we go. And we need to get the map. We need to know what is the current node and what is the target node. Alright, maybe just knowing the target should be enough. Let me add some control to this. Maybe this one should be private actually. This will be our movement speed, which will be 5 for now. Orientation speed, 360. In about a second should be okay. Alright. And now, what we should do first is get the closest node. Oh, thank you for the ride, Claudish! Hi there, happy to see ya! And maybe I will have like a book. So maybe this will be helpful if we want the characters to just move all the time, or if we want to control them manually. Oh, that's relatable, Colodis. I hope that at least you are now like full of insight about what to do next. Hey, be completely proud of yourself for that. Making games is hard. I kinda broken the input system in Twinkle this morning. I fixed it a bit later, but I got so scared for a minute. Oh, I know what you mean. Hey, we got another persona. We got the little color mouse. Someday I have to do something with them. They are just so cute. Yeah, completely forgot for a second that Unity is used for the avatars. Even though I used it for my avatar myself. I apologize. But you know what, if you are just getting... If you know Unity to that degree that you use it for models, like you are just one step aside from making games. Huh. That really sounds bothersome. So we will get the closest node. And we need to be able to access the map nodes. So, public navigation node, get nodes. There we go. Hi Rikasi, welcome in here. Hope you have fun today. So we go back to the character and there we go. Alright, so we save the distance and we get a new distance now to this node. And now we compare it. If the initial distance is still -1 or new distance is smaller than distance, then distance equals to new distance and closest node equals to node. So it will get the first one, and after that we'll only get the closest one. There we go, and we rectangular. So now we get the first node, and we want to be able to get a target from it. So let's just store it. And we get a random one from 0 to node.targets.length. Alright, so with this we get a random target. And now what we'll do is that whenever we are super close to the target node, we'll just get a new one. And let's add a property for this. Distance to activate, which will be 1 by default. So whenever we are too close to the target, we do this again. Alright. So this will update our target. And now we will move. And we will have to get the character controller in here. Let me see now. First we will rotate toward the goal. Not this, so I can see what I'm written. Alright, so this is rotating, but we need a target for the rotation. And this shall be let me see. All right. Oh yeah, and we need to add a 0 in here. And I think just to make this work, we will make the target forward. Ignore the y-axis. Okay, Cololis. Have a fantastic day while working. I hope you are having fun. Okay, so with this we are rotating. And now we want to move in that forward direction. Alright, so this should move automatically. Now, if we don't have auto move, we should be able to get what is the next position. To just be able to move them in any other way. I'm thinking what's the best way to do this. But for now, let's just do the auto move. And we'll just see how this works, okay? Because right now it should already start working. Everything's loading. Oh, we are getting errors because Dropbox is interfering in here. There we go. Alright, so now we get all of these characters and we add the new navigation character component and we assign them up to everyone. So they should be able to just get what is their starting node and then pick a random one and then keep moving from one to another. Let's see how that goes. And we are getting errors just as we start. Let me see what is wrong in here. Target node is null, maybe. Seems to be that this is happening before the navigation map. So what we can do is a safety method in here. If the list is empty, we try getting it again, and then we return it. Alright, trying again. And now it works, and everyone is moving. They are getting crazy when they reach one. When they are close, they don't get a new target, it seems. Oh, because the nodes are too high. Alright, I see what's happening. So we need to get this distance in here to ignore the y-axis. So we get the position. Or actually, you know what, let's just do the right thing. Let's not ignore the y-axis. We might want to have bridges or something. We just place this at the correct height. There we go. Easiest solution. So now they are moving from one place to another. And they are patrolling. And of course there's issues like they get on top of each other and kinda push each other, but whatever, I think this is okay for the minigame. They are just moving around. Alright, so next, I want to be able to move them for different places. Sometimes like we want them to just stop or whatever. So what I will do is, since we got this in here, the auto move property, we will start with it disabled. And our script will just enable it after the countdown. Alright, so let's just go in here and create a new folder. Let's create Haunted House Controller. And this will actually make the whole minigame work. So let me actually open the treasure miner controller, so we have a reference on how to do things, and we have this first and foremost, which is a reference to our characters. And I will also create a navigation character array There we go. And at the start we will populate it. And with this, we should get a component for each one and storing a list. It's way better than trying to get it every single frame. Saving, of course. Oh, what a banger theme. No, we got the treasure miner controller, and here what it does is start a coroutine that just waits 3 seconds and then sets a flag. So we'll do something like this, actually. Something very similar. Wait 3 seconds, get the countdown, finish flagging here, And instead of going through the characters, we will go through the navigations. And we will allow them to walk. There we go. So what we do after this, wait a second, is this like the same text? Oh yeah, because it has different parameters. There we go. Alright, so we do this, we'll have a countdown, and then after that countdown everyone will start to move. Alright, so let's try this. Three, ready, set, go. And it's not doing anything because stupid me forgot to add the script in here. There we go. We have the script, this works. Well, we should have the script. There we go. And we add the 4 characters. Oh, I am a little bit stupid. I am proud to make do in spite of this. Alright, so now we get the countdown and then everyone starts moving. No, they are not like walking, they are just moving, so we need to add some sort of control for this. So let's get in here and add an animator. Alright. And we need to know what parameter to use for this. And the parameter is speed. So what we'll do in here is, if we are using auto move, if we have an animator indeed, we set the speed to movement speed. Alright, for now this is very simple and will always be the same value, but we can actually do stuff with this. Later on, we can add acceleration and stuff. Alright, so now we should try again and everyone should be walking around. Yo, and everyone's walking! There we go! Except for the robot that we are not controlling in any way. And I'm thinking maybe we should try to prevent them from repeating the same note that they come from. So we'll do that. Also, hi T-Dragon! Welcome in here, I hope you are having fun today. So let's do a setting for this. This is true by default. And we will save the last node too. So when we get the close one, instead of a new one, we save it to previous node. And when we get to a new one, instead of just assigning it, before we save it. And now we can just try and get let me see. Actually, it is a bit more complicated than that. We want to save it, but then here we want to get the previous one. So before that, let me see. Thinking. We save it, we change the one, and now we have like two different scenarios. One in which there is only one node to go, or we got the setting disabled, and one in which is the opposite way. So in case 1 and in case 2. In the second case we will do the same thing we did before, but in the first one we'll add a little bit more of control. We'll add a while, and let's save it here. We do this all the time, but instead of target node, it's previous node. Alright, so this should prevent them from going back and forth between the same two nodes all the time. And the cool thing about this system is we can use it for anything we need in the future. Alright, ready, set, and go. And they are doing absolutely the opposite. Because I have coded it like a madman, and it should be this. So we do it once, and if it's the same, then we repeat. And sorry, it happens. How many times I have crafted the perfect logical expression only for it to be exactly the opposite of what I needed. There we go, so now everyone is just moving around, and they are selecting places to go, but they don't go back to the previous one. They just keep moving. And the cool thing is, if I now come here and get tiny, if I come here and for all of these characters I change the rotation speed that we set in here to something real small like 90, you'll see they cannot like go in a straight line. They kinda drift between each controller. You can even set it to 45 and they take a while to get there. So depending on our use case, we can change it to different things. And now they can work like that. And I think this is like a good start. Next, I would like to make the robot chase a character. The closest one, maybe. So let's come in here and let's have another thing in here. And this one is a list instead of an array because I want to add things to it at runtime. Now, if countdown is finished, then we do stuff, and we want first to move the enemy. And we want to get what is the target for that enemy. Let me think, what's the best way to do so for each single one? Probably the best way is to calculate it right away. So for each one of the enemies that right now will be only one, we get the closest target. We start with the first one in case there's no way to know which one. Moving windows around so I can see. Alright, and now and we will only, well, whatever, we'll just check all of them. And if it is closer, then we assign the value. Alright, so now we get the closest target for the enemy. And now we want the enemy to start rotating toward that point. So we will copy this. We'll copy this. And the target forward is this minus nm dot transform dot position. We don't need to set this to 0. This is the enemy who we are rotating. And the rotation speed we can just specify in here to be 90, for example, or maybe we can even make a constant or a variable for it. Yeah, you have enemies now. It will be fun, trust me, it will be fun. Alright, coming back in here. And now we need to move the enemy character controller, so we use it. And this will be another variable. Enemy movement speed. Which will be a bit slower than characters at first. And then we animated it. There we go. So now we should be able to have the robot follow one of the players. Of course it does nothing for now, but there we go. But let's see if it works. Ready, set, and go. And you see, it is like following Sandra already, and now it is closer to other characters, so it's moving toward them. And I think this works pretty well. We will slowly ramp up the movement speed of the enemies. Oh yeah, like start coroutine works simply because the methods have different parameters and such they are different. And here's the fun thing, like if I change the name, which actually I should, and call it like setup coroutine, for example. Yeah. Now in the start it's just this, which is more legible. I'm sorry about the confusion, I just didn't think this through. Alright, so this works. Thank you. But hey, I actually thank you because this is like a good practice. I shouldn't just set the same name. So let me add something here. Early acceleration, and this should be like 0.001 or something like this, or 0.1. We'll try with this, and we will make the enemies faster each time. And this shouldn't actually be in the loop, this should be here. There we go. So the longer the minigame takes, the faster the enemies will be, which will ensure that the game doesn't drag on forever. Alright. So what we want to do is when the enemy hits a character, they become an enemy too. And we can like change its material so they become like a ghost or something. That would be so cool. Because then you will be seeing like the ghost of a character hitting another, and that would be so cool. So what I will do is change this into a list so we can remove a character at runtime, and the game will end when there is only one survivor. There we go. So now and I think we should start which character we are hunting now, because then we don't have to scroll through the whole list. There we go. There we go. And we'll change this to be like 1, for example, 1.5. In this case, we will remove closest character. So this will get a new target the next frame. And for now, let's just like disable the character. And if the count of the character list is equal to 1, or maybe just less or equal to 1, then we finish the game. We will make a method for this. And we will set a flag to stop everything from happening. For now, we just do this. So here in update, we return if we have finished the game. So this way we will like have a robot hunting every single one of you. Hi Dream, happy to see ya. And when there is only one left, the game will end. It's not like very entertaining now, but it will be once we add a little bit of flavor to this. Alright, for now this seems to not be working. Maybe the distance, oh yeah, it works. It's just a little bit finicky because the distance is so small. So we'll fix that right away. We set this to 2.5. A generous distance. Oh, you're not the only place today, that's great! I hope the moving was well and it wasn't too exhausting. No, even if you got like a lot of setup to do, even if you got a lot of boxes, take it easy, rest a bit, get comfortable in your new place. Because you know, it's going to be your new home. It better feel like home and not just a house or a place. I'm just so happy about you for getting there already. Seriously, get my best wishes. Alright. So it is like getting rid of everyone and this has finished. And when it finishes, this is still moving. We need to fix that too. So for each character base in characters, even though there is like only one, are actually in navigation character. Equal to false. And then for each we want them to look to the camera. We want them to be forward. Which let me check right now. This is X. If this was 0, it will be that. Okay, so it needs to be minus forward. There we go. So they look at the camera. And now just like in here, we can actually make a coroutine to add animations and so, but for now we'll just make a simple method. We do this. Yeah, let's just make the coroutine already, I think. We can add all of these in here. And I will do this. Oh, just that the winner. Let me see. This should be characters 0. I think I will do this. This is easier, I think. In fact, I think I will just do this. Winner. Winner does everything. Well, not this one. There we go. No, we don't have a victory text component in here. We should. And we should have a victory camera too. And this will be solved by using this. I'm using Cinema Chain. There we go. No, we don't have victory animations either. We should have them too. For now, this will be the way to do this. At some point I will change it for something easier. Like having the character component hold the victory animations. Well, thank you for the follow for the win, Rahul. Alright. So after all of that, it should end. Alright. Coming back in here and let's add the animations. Oh, you're participating in the chat, that's great! That's so cool! You don't need to sign up or anything, just go to my Discord in here and say hi, just introduce yourself, and there will be a channel with a thread for it, and just feel free to show any progress in your progress in there. Just whenever you are done, before midnight of this coming Sunday, you add a link to the build, and that will be your participation. Thank you so much, actually. Alright, as for the victory animations, we got victory, we got dance 1, dance 2, and dance 3. This will be our victory animations. So let's make a test. Ready, set, and go. And the robot is just getting everyone. Until there's only one and we get an error, which shouldn't be the case. Thank you, Rahul, and actually have fun you in here. I will be very happy to see the progress on your entry. Let's fix this error, and I think this should be alright. So this is like starting a coroutine, and why is it not working? Oh, because we haven't assigned the components. It's the thing. We have both of these empty. We should assign this and assign the picture camera. There we go. Always remember to assign your components. This is the difference between working and not working. Alright, ready, set, and go. And I'm thinking, next time we work on this, there we go, Emailer wins. He should stop moving though, which he's not doing. Why not? He should set auto move to false. Oh, because we are not removing the navigator from here. This is the problem. We are removing the character, but not the animator. Okay, this is a problem, but we will fix it real quick. Instead of the character, we start the index. And instead of CH, it's this equals to E or I, and this is characters I. There we go. So now we will remove add those closest character index. This is a list, and this is an array, okay. This should be a list too. And we simply do add this, and we add the components to the list. Same thing, just is a list instead of an array. There we go, fixing all of the little errors. There we go, we removed from both of them. Except now we need to do this before we remove them from the list, because otherwise it won't be there. Alright. So this should work now. Ready, set, go. The robot is taking everyone with its super powerful speed, and both of the wins. And it ends. There we go. It works flawlessly. Alright. It's a very boring one for now, but we will add a lot more of flavor next time, I think. We will add like a specific big map, like a haunted house with halls and everything. And we will add like a shader for ghost, so we can transform every single character into a ghost when they get hit by the initial ghost. And yeah, it will be fun. It will be cool. Alright, so for now I think this is a good ending point for today. I think we can go to the just chatting scene for a sec. I will thank you all for being here, even though this was a strange stream that we did 2 things instead of 1. I think we will try and raid someone. Oh my god, everyone's online today. We should probably go with Maple. Maple, it's been a while since last time we went there. So yeah, everyone, thank you for being here today. Everyone say hi to Maple when we get in there. And seriously, before we go, just a reminder, this is the game jam that we are hosting in our little Discord. Link is up there in the chat. And it will be real fun. Oh hi Brand, you just came just as we were ending today's stream. We were making a new minigame and yeah, we will finish it next time, I think. For now, everyone, say hey to Maple, be nice to her, and have a fantastic day, okay? See ya, everyone.